Francis Edward Frank Turner is an English folk singer-songwriter from Meonstoke, Hampshire. He began his career as the vocalist of post-hardcore band Meonstoke, then embarked upon a primarily acoustic-based solo career following the band's split in 2005. In the studio and during live performances, Turner is accompanied by his backing band, The Sleeping Souls, which consists of Ben Lloyd, Tarrant Anderson, Nasir and Nigel Powell. To date, Turner has released 6 solo albums, 3 rarities compilation albums, 1 split album and 5 EPs. Turner's 6th studio album, Positive Songs for Negative People, was released on the 7th of August 2015. Early life. Turner was born in Bahrain, where his father worked as an investment banker. Upon return to England, the family settled first in Winchester before moving to Meonstoke. Turner was educated at Summerfields and subsequently on a scholarship at Eton College, where he studied alongside Prince William. He attended the London School of Economics, where he read history. His father, Roger Turner, is the son of Sir Mark Turner, who was the chairman of high street retailer BHS, and had himself also attended Eton before becoming a city investment banker. Frank's mother, Jane, the daughter of a bishop, is a primary school head teacher. Musical career, beginnings and Meonstoke. The first record he owned was the Killers album from Iron Maiden. Metal was the first musical direction he adored, and he still does. Turner's musical career began at school, with the short-lived alternative band Nigel. The band released 3 records and played several shows around the UK. The last record, their only full-length, was entitled The Half-Life of Kissing and was released by Yorkshire DIY hardcore label Sakari Empire after the band had broken up. In 2001, Turner joined London post-hardcore band Meonstoke at the invitation of former knee-jerk drummer Ben Dawson. In 2005, after 4 years and 2 albums, the band announced that they were parting ways, as irreconcilable differences within the band mean that it would be impossible to continue. Around that time, Turner got a tape with Bruce Springsteen's Nebraska on it. Later he claimed that was a really big moment for me, hearing that record in terms of a turn around in my music career, from hardcore punk bands to what I'm doing now. Sleep Is for the Weak in Love are an AMP song. Turner's first solo shows took place prior to the breakup of Meonstoke, with a set at the small town America All Day at 93 Feet East in London. After the band's split, Turner felt that it seemed like the logical thing to do to try my hand at playing these songs more publicly and more concertedly than before. Turner states that, when Meonstoke finished, I wanted to stay on tour, but I didn't want the hassle of putting a band together. After a split EP with rock band Reuben, Turner's first solo EP, Campfire Punk Rock, was released in May 2006 on Extra Mile Recordings, with him being recorded and backed by Oxford band Dive, who he had met while out on tour with Reuben. Band members Tarrant Anderson, Ben Lloyd and Nigel Powell would become his backing band from this point on, with most of his subsequent UK headline tours being full band shows. After touring in support of American singer-songwriter Jonah Matonga, the two released a split EP in August 2006. In September, he was the last act to appear on Steve Lamac's Llama CQ Live show on BBC Radio 1. Turner's debut full-length studio album, Sleep Is for the Weak, was released in January 2007, again recorded at Dive Studio, produced by the guitarist Ben Lloyd and featuring drummer Nigel Powell. After an extensive tour, including dates supporting Your Codename Ice, Milo and Biffy Clyro, and an appearance at SXSW, Turner released an EP, The Real Damage, in May 2007. After a further tour with Jonah Matonga and Jacob Golden, the All About the Destination DVD was released in October, before returning to the studio in Hampshire to record his second album. The album, Love Are an Amp Song Again, saw Ben Lloyd from Dive in the producer's seat, and was released on the 31st of March 2008, followed by an extensive UK tour with Andy York and Christy T. TT also joined the live lineup on keyboards through summer 2008. During summer 2008, Turner made several festival appearances, including sets at Why Not Festival, 2000 Trees Festival, the Cambridge Folk Festival, Truck Glastonbury, Jam by the Lake and the Reading and Leeds Festivals. In October-November, during his 2008 UK tour for the Love Are and Song album, he became ill with gastroenteritis, and was forced to leave the stage in Nottingham halfway through his set. All remaining shows, which included Nottingham, Liverpool and Ireland, were cancelled, the first time that Turner as a solo artist had cancelled any show in 10 years. He went on to reschedule all cancelled shows in January 2009. Poetry of the D. In December 2008, Turner released The First 3 Years, a compilation of demos, B-sides and covers that are not featured on either of his studio albums. In January 2009, he released a combined package of The First 3 Years and Love Are an Amp Song, and supported the Gaslight anthem on the tour of the UK and Europe, demoing several new songs and announcing his plans to record a new album in May. The album was produced by Alex Newport, as previously suggested in interview by Turner. His band at the time still consisted of Ben Lloyd, Tarrant Anderson and Nigel Powell from Dive, with keyboardist Matt Nasir having been added on the Love Are and Song tour. Prior to recording Poetry of the Deed, Turner stated that Turner was announced as the support act on the Offspring's summer tour, during which he documented his travels with a blog on British music website NME. Regarding the support slot, Turner stated, "Smash was one of the first punk records I ever bought, and I'm blown away to even be considered for the shows. From a career point of view, it's also great playing to many thousands of people a night across the states is an opportunity not to be sniffed at." On the 28th of April, Turner signed with Epitaph Records for releases outside the UK, preceded by the single The Road. Turner's third studio album, Poetry of the Deed, was released on the 7th of September 2009 and reached number 36 in the UK album chart. The following month he embarked upon a UK tour with his band in support of the album, culminating in a sell-out show at the O2 Shepherd's Bush Empire on the 29th of October 2009. A live DVD/CD, entitled Take to the Road, documenting 2 shows from the tour, Shepherd's Bush Empire and the Union Chapel, was released in the UK in March 2010. In November 2009, Turner toured the US alongside Chuck Ragan, Jim Ward, Tim Barry, Joey Cape, Dave House, and others, as part of the 2009 Revival Tour. Turner returned to Europe on the 28th of November and to the UK on the 19th of December. He completed the year with a New Year's Eve show at the Spiegeltent in Gloucester. In early 2010, Turner played several more UK gigs, with Chuck Ragan and Crazy Arms supporting. He also accompanied Flogging Molly and the Architects on the 2010 Green 17 tour, and announced via his Twitter that he was working on new songs. From the 22nd of April to the 1st of May the same year, Turner toured Australia with Chuck Ragan, Tim Barry, and Ben Nichols of Lucero for the 2010 Revival Tour. In May 2010, Turner traveled to China to play a 6-city tour with promoters Splitworks. In June, he supported Green Day on the stadium shows, and also featured as the cover star of Kerrang! Magazine for the first time, with an article inside documenting his solo career up to that point. Rock and Amp Roll EP, England Keep My Bones and Mongol Horde. Turner played at many festivals throughout the summer, including his headlining appearance at the 2000 Trees Festival, playing his new song, I Still Believe. The song was released first as a single and then appeared on his Rock and Amp Roll EP. Turner also contributed one song, a cover of Build Me Up Buttercup, to Centrepoint's 2010 charity cover album 1969 Key to Change. On the 25th of January 2011, he was nominated for 2 Shockwaves and Emmy Awards, for Best Solo Artist and Best Band Blog at Twitter. Turner announced on his Twitter on the 24th of February 2011 that his 4th studio album would be called England Keep My Bones and that it would be released in the UK on the 6th of June 2011 and worldwide on the 7th of June 2011. He also announced details of solo tours in Australia, Germany, UK, and the US and AMP Canada. Turner started recording of this album on the 10th of January 2011 and finished recording on the 20th of January 2011, with mixing completed in February 2011. In March 2011, Turner stated that Turner leaked new song, I'm Disappeared, to YouTube on the 29th of March 2011, later making it available for free download through Extra Mile. He also announced that he would soon be releasing Peggy Sang the Blues as the first single from the album. On the 21st of March 2011, it was announced that Turner would be making the step up to the main stage at Reading and Leeds in August 2011. He spoke about the perks of playing Reading in a recent interview with 6 Sounds Radio. He also played Download, Blissfields and Cambridge Folk Festivals, as well as many other festivals across Europe, and as a headliner at Blissfields Festival. On the 21st of April 2011, Turner played his 1000th solo show at the Stromerville Festival in Shoreditch, London. Several songs from England Keep My Bones were debuted at Playfest on the 28th of May. During his May 2011 tour, Turner played a new song, tentatively titled Rod Stewart. This song later became retitled as Sailor's Boots, and features as the B-side to If Ever I Stray. England Keep My Bones entered the UK chart at number 12 on its week of release, Turner's highest charting album to date. Turner later released a rarities compilation, titled The Second 3 Years, on the 18th of November 2011 through Extra Mile Recordings and the 16th of January 2012 through Epitaph Records. The album compiles material recorded after the release of Turner's first compilation, The First 3 Years, that does not appear on either of Turner's 2 successive studio albums, including tracks from EPs, singles, covers and unreleased material. In spring 2012, he played several dates in Canada as an opening act for Joel Plaskett. On the 13th of April 2012, Turner headlined Wembley Arena to a sold-out crowd of 12,000. Support for the show came from Beans on Toast, Dan Lissac vs. Scroobius Pip and Billy Bragg. On the 27th of July 2012, Frank Turner and the Sleeping Souls performed at the pre-show for the London 2012 Olympics opening ceremony. The band played Sailor's Boots, Wessex Boy, and I Still Believe. In August 2012, Turner unveiled his new side project, Mongol Horde. The hardcore band includes drummer Ben Dawson and Sleeping Souls keyboardist Matt Nasir on guitar. The group played the first shows in London and Leeds shortly before playing at the Reading and Leeds festivals, where they debuted some new material and covered the likes of The Streets and Nirvana. 3 demos have been released by Mongol Horde so far: Casual Threats from Weekend Hard Men, How the Communists Ruined Christmas, and Tapeworm Uprising. In October 2012, They Leave, Frank Turner's own beer, was announced. A 4.8% modern wheat beer brewed with signature brew. Turner opened for the Dropkick Murphys on the European tour, also headlining a tour in November and December 2012. Tape Deck Heart, Mongol Horde and the Third 3 Years. Turner recorded his 5th studio album in Burbank, California, in October 2012. The reason for recording abroad the first time in California was the producer Rich Costey wouldn't come to England with all his equipment, so he convinced Turner to record it in Burbank. Frank Turner announced via Twitter on the 28th of October 2012 that recording was completed, and mixing and mastering would be done in time for a March 2013 release date. During the November and December UK tour, a free CD titled Good Hangs from Extra Mile Recordings was distributed for free at Frank Turner shows. This included a yet-to-be-released Turner song titled Tattoos, plus the Mongol Horde song Casual Threats from Weekend Hard Men. On Christmas Day 2012, the song 4 Simple Words was released on Extra Mile Recordings website as a free download along with the B-side Cowboy Chords. On the 4th of January 2013, a video was shot for what would be the first single. On the same day, Frank announced on Twitter that the single was the song Recovery. On the 9th of January, Frank uploaded a photo to his Instagram page showing the names of all 13 songs that would feature on his new album. This included songs played during the UK and US tours of 2012 such as Anymore, Plain Sailing Weather, We Shall Not Overcome, and Telltale Signs. Frank also posted on his fan forum that an extended edition of his new album would be released that includes an extra 5 or 6 songs. On the 19th of February 2013, it was announced that Turner had signed a licensing deal with Interscope Records in the US for Tape Deck Heart. Following the release of the album, Frank Turner embarked on a short UK tour. He has also been confirmed as the headline act for the 2000 Trees Festival and main stage slots at the Reading and Leeds festivals. Following the success of the album, Turner embarked on a UK arena tour, including a date at London's O2 Arena. On the 3rd of January 2014, Turner appeared on the BBC's Celebrity Mastermind answering questions on Iron Maiden, scoring 20 points in total, and coming first. In Q2 2014, Turner announced that he was currently in the process of making a 6th studio album. Turner said that it would most likely be out early 2015, although actual dates are uncertain at this time. In 2014, Turner and Mongol Horde released a full-length self-titled studio album, and toured in support of that album in late June, playing a run of smaller venues. In July of that year, Turner also announced a 15-date UK tour, playing places that wouldn't normally feature live music such as local town halls. On the 25th of July 2014, Turner announced on his Twitter page that he was collating the third 3 years. It was released on November 24, 2014. The Road Beneath My Feet and Positive Songs for Negative People. In 2014, Turner announced that he was in the process of writing a book consisting of tour diaries and travel memoirs, asking fans to contribute to the book by sending in stories and pictures they shared with Turner. The book, titled The Road Beneath My Feet, named after lyrics from Turner's song The Road, was released on the 26th of March 2015, being published by Headline Publishing Group. Following the book release, Turner embarked on a 2015 book tour, which included signings, question and answer sessions and live solo performances from Turner. The book went straight into the bestseller charts. On the 20th of March 2015, Turner released a lyric video promoting a new song called Get Better to be on his 6th album. Alongside it, he offered a free download of the song from his website. On the 29th of April 2015, following several posts of a similar nature on social media, a picture was posted of the mastered 6th album with no artwork. This was followed by an Instagram post on the 11th of May 2015, in which Turner shared the album's cover and its title, Positive Songs for Negative People. On the 1st of June 2015, it was announced that Frank Jr. will be playing a set at Glastonbury 2015 on the other stage. On the 15th of June 2015, Turner released the music video for The Next Storm, the second single from Positive Songs. The video features mixed martial artist and former professional wrestler CM Punk. Turner then released a 3-song acoustic session on the website punksandvegas.com, premiering Josephine, Love 40 Down, and Glorious You. On August 26, 2016, Frank played Reading Festival for the 10th year in a row, which is a record. This was his 1955th show as a musician. Politics. Turner describes himself as a classical liberal in the original sense of the word, and his views align with many modern libertarians. He has a tattoo of a Megi, Sumerian cuneiform for freedom, on his left forearm. Turner has experienced death threats following a news article from The Guardian newspaper that drew attention to his political outlook. In 2013, Turner became a patron of the assisted dying campaign group Dignity in Dying. Turner used to be straight edge, having been vegetarian for 11 years and teetotal for 5. Backing band. Turner's band, The Sleeping Souls, consists of Ben Lloyd, guitar, harmonica, mandolin; Tarrant Anderson, bass; Nasir, piano, organ, guitar, backing vocals; Nigel Powell, drums, percussion, backing vocals. Touring members: Hampshire.He, guitar, backing vocals; Dan Allen, guest guitarist, backing vocals. Discography. Studio albums: Sleep Is for the Weak, Love Are an Amp Song, Poetry of the Deed, England Keep My Bones, Tape Deck Heart, Positive Songs for Negative People. Videography: Casanova Lament, Vital Signs, The Real Damage, Photosynthesis, Reasons Not to Be an Idiot, I Knew Proof Rock Before He Got Famous, Long Live the Queen, The Road, Poetry of the Deed, Isabel, Try This at Home, I Still Believe, Peggy Sang the Blues, If Ever I Stray, Sailor's Boots, Wessex Boy, 4 Simple Words, Recovery, The Way I Tend to Be, Losing Days, Polaroid Picture, Oh Brother, Get Better, The Next Storm, Josephine, Mittens, Love 40 Down. DVDs all about the destination. Take to the Road. Frank Turner Live from Wembley. Awards and nominations.